What's up, world? This is The Process with Xavier Simmons. So, this is my first episode. I decided, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I love to inspire and empower people. And I'd make videos on Instagram giving my testimony about life or something I learned. And it just got to a point I felt like I had hit a ceiling, I'd hit a ceiling. Like, okay, it's time to evolve now. Like, God, the universe was telling me, like, listen, that was good practice. Now, I need you to put your foot harder on the pedal. Wow. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. And I feel that this is going to be something special. And I feel like it's right on time because the kind of show that I want this to be deeply spiritual, deeply confessional, honest. In order for me to be honest with you, I need to first be honest with myself. And I've been working on that. So you're probably asking, why the process? Well, I feel like anything you do, whether you're training to be in the NBA, to be a psychologist, you're training at your craft to be a better musician, a better actor, actress, a better broadcaster, a better swimmer, a better parent. It all requires a process. There's no finish line to any of it. It's a daily practice you have to stick to. So you could be in the process of healing from a childhood trauma. You could be in the process of forgiving. So tonight, I'm lying on my bed right now recording this. I got the candles. Feels very good. My girlfriend's not here, and which she usually is. We're inseparable. The only time we're not together is when she has to go to work. And for me, I work mostly from home. I can take it wherever I go. But she's not here, and I'd like to bring up why she isn't. So we were going for a walk. Now, walks is one of the most peaceful things for me. They're actually therapeutic things for me. The health benefits, the way it clears my mind. I need it. It's my medicine. So she had asked to come with me. And this is a few hours ago. She had asked to come with me. And I said yes. Was a little hesitant, and I'll explain why later. No, you know what? I'll get into it now. I was a little hesitant to say yes because prior to us just getting into my house, the home, we were at her grandmother's for several hours. Maybe I don't know, like 5 or 6. And I slept a lot of it because I was exhausted. I mean, I coached my brother's games, 2 games. Just driving back and forth. Connecticut. I was then a release dinner. My uncle got released from a home, homeless shelter. Just celebrating, like I was just burnt out, so cooked. So we're at her place for several hours, and I slept most of it. And she was like watching. She watches this soap opera, and there was this back to back episode. And I'm just hearing this gossip like going, it's just a gossip show. I think it's The Bold and the Beautiful, like just going on in my, I overhear. And like me, I get really irritable when I'm in one spot, one place, not doing anything productive with myself. Like when I'm just too still, not doing anything, it just really bothers me. Now you could be still in meditating, you're just really being in the moment. That I don't even consider that not doing anything. Could be as you have an intent on, all right, I'm just going to be still, relax, silence my voice. But anyways, that's another subject. And so by the time we came back here, I was just like, oh, wow, I slept for like 5-6 hours, just in and out of sleep, listening to some soap opera. Like what did I do with my time? Like, why was I, there, for so long? I mean, because I could have left, right? There's no one to hold accountable but myself. She was just doing something that she enjoyed, but me just wanting to tag along with something I'm not quite, don't agree with, I started getting irritated. So I hold myself accountable. So when we got home, got to my house, I was agitated. Like, all right, I gotta walk now. I gotta clear my head, raise my vibration. So when she said yes, when she said she wanted to come, like, I like to do my walks a very specific way. I don't want to talk. I don't want to hold hands. I just want to focus on my breathing, clear my mind. That's it. And my girlfriend, she's very talkative. So it's like, is this gonna mess it up? Okay, you know what? Walks are good. Sure, you can walk with me. Walking is a good thing. We can have this experience together. And so we started walking, and she pointed to this. Now, I live in the burbs, right? Everything closes at 10, barely any street lights. So, but there's no street lights until you get to the main streets where, the supermarkets are and the traffic lights. But so she said, what if we go that way, the other way? And the way she was pointing to, I hate. I never ever go that way because there's no street lights, no sidewalks. I'm like, I was like, here we go, bringing me off something that I just want to do it my way. This is why I usually do it alone, so I can do it my way. I'm not into. This is not something I want to compromise on. This is just something for me that Xavier likes to do for Xavier. So when she said that, my initial response was, oh, what about, can we go that way? I was like, you can. And of course, retrospect, I don't believe it was the best response. My nerves are still, irritated from just being in a room and sleeping. So that was my Spitfire response. Not the best. Because what my intention was behind that response, I don't want to go that way. Let's go another way. This is how I like to do it. But I didn't say all of that. All I said was, well, you can. And then she interpreted my response as, like she said, oh, you just dismissed me. It's 1-something in the morning and you're just saying, oh, well, you can go that way. And then I tried to explain, I just like to go, this is the way that I like to go. She's like, well, I wanted to walk with you, and became this thing. She got upset and just stopped walking. And I was like, look, well, I'm not going to, I just want to do this for me. You may be upset right now. I'll apologize later, but right now I just got to walk. And I didn't say that word for word, but I just kept walking because it could have turned big, which I didn't want. The last thing I wanted to was get into some sort of verbal altercation back and forth. You made me feel this way. Well, I didn't mean to, but this is what I was saying, but this is how it came out. Like I just wanted to clear my mind and walk. Maybe right. That's it. And with me, I'm working on being honest in the way that I communicate. Communicating with kindness and compassion. And even at that moment, if I can't do those things, to have the consciousness and the patience to say, I need a moment right now to say to the person, whether it's your lover, your parent, your friend, whatever, just say, listen, what I want to say, I don't have the words for right now because my emotions are just jumbled up. And I don't want to say something to insult you or to appear insensitive, right? That, and then in this relationship, the biggest thing for me and both of us, but I know it, I don't know if it's been a hurdle for both of us. Now, I don't know if it's been her biggest hurdle individually. No, yeah. Probably self-love, communicating, but, especially for me, it's been communicating. Growing up, in my childhood, I didn't have an opinion. I couldn't have an opinion. I couldn't express how I felt. My dad was a very dominating figure. So whatever he said was the law. And, my mom was very passive. So, she went with his word too, and never asked me, like, hey, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about yourself? Right? And, not until the mom and dad separated, like 14, 15, me and my mom really started to begin to have that dialogue, like, how do you feel, son? But prior to that, I didn't have that. And I can have a habit. I have a habit of keeping things in. And because people didn't care about me, about my thoughts, my opinions, it forced me to be self-reliant. Well, okay, if no one else is going to care about my opinions or hear me out, then I'm going to hear myself out and fuck everyone else. And that kind of attitude, it comes off as as very rough, like very hard. You don't care about anyone. And I'm still taking off the metal plates from my heart. I always pray that God help me to be a softer person. A more compassionate person, because I do believe that I am a deeply compassionate person, a deeply kind person. I believe that we all are. It's just our experiences and the people around us, circumstances, that prevent us from living in that nature, that kind nature, compassionate. The wounds. So that is what I'm working on. And this is another learning lesson too. I remember sitting in the car. I drove to her house. She was already asleep by then, but no. I remember sitting. So I drove to her house to make sure she had got there safe. I saw her coat was on her bed. I was like, okay. She's probably taking a bath right now. She loves her bath. I could see the light coming from the light on the floor from the bathroom window. Sorry, not bathroom window, but the bathroom light was reflecting on the floor because the door was cracked open. And I said, okay. So I was like, I'll come back. I drove to McDonald's. I was like, no, just screw it. So I said no. I stopped in the McDonald's parking lot and I said, all right, Xavier. You got two options. You can go home and not say anything to her for a few days and further cement her truth, her belief that you don't care, you're this cold person. Or you can wait by her door, wait till she comes out and speak your piece. However, how that piece is received, you can't control, but to speak your mind to your partner. And I said, all right, higher self, I'll drive back. Knocked on the window a few times, but everything was black, so I could see she was asleep. And I remember having a moment with myself, even while I was in the McDonald's parking lot, like, okay. You talk shit about your partner. Oh, you start naming all the bad things. Oh, they're this, they're that, they're a headache or whatever. And I said, well, wait a minute now. You're talking about this being with her is a piece of work. Are you not a piece of work yourself? all the things and issues and conflicts that you struggle with internally, they manifest themselves in every facet of your life. Are you not a piece of work to be with? Yeah, I am. Okay, then. So it goes both ways. That woman has patience with you. You have patience with that woman. And I also remember, all right, because, guys, so I used to have a masturbation addiction. I'd look at porn, masturbate, boom, twice a day, sometimes 3 if I was really bad into it. And since we got in a relationship, I don't do it. Don't do it. And I mean, there have been times where we've had major fights, and sometimes, not all the time, but there is some times where I go back to that, look at the porn, masturbate, right? But I haven't done that in a long time. But there was a moment today where I acknowledged what I wanted to do, and I said, all right, I want to look at some filthy porn, or some girl on Instagram or Facebook, and just bust a big fucking nut and just get it out of my system. But I said, no, I'm not going to do that. Because as the Quran puts it, in the Islamic faith, a dog returning to its vomit. I don't want to be a dog returning to its vomit. I will not be a dog that returns to its vomit. So I acknowledged what I wanted to do, but I made a choice not to do it. Because I know the person that I want to be, and engaging in that behavior does not align with that person that I want to be. And I just told myself, feel it. Feel it. Allow yourself to be comfortable with your discomfort. Don't push it away. You push it away, it just goes somewhere else. You pack it away. Pack it up. No. Deal with it. Let it happen. And it does go away. Allowing it to go inside you is the only way it passes through. This is all a part of it, the process. I remember praying for this, that God, please send me a companion that I can grow with. And also reveal me to myself, all of myself, and that I may love all of myself. And as I'm talking, I just realized that when I asked God to send me someone to build a life with, to grow with, I think I was really talking about myself. I mean, when I prayed, of course, I was talking about a partner, a love mate. But the first person you should love is yourself. You can build a life with yourself. You can grow with yourself. If you look in the mirror, if you have in mind that I am building my character, I'm strengthening my character, my mind, my body, spirit. This is who I'm growing with. Ooh. That's always something to strive for. Because you can't always, your friends, your lovers, your family, they may not always grow or want to build the things that you want to build or grow the way that you want to grow. They may not have that vision, but you have to have it for yourself. Let me see. Let's see where we are. We're at 26 minutes. Wow, all of that. This is the beginning of something beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, this has been the process. And I'll see you next week. Well, I'll speak to you next week. Have a blessed, beautiful week. Peace.